Hi friends, welcome to Android series. Today we are going to discuss about implicit intents. Right, in the previous section I explained about explicit intents and how to provide the permissions, how activity, if you create new activity, how it will be add in your manifest file. We saw that one. If this is the new for you, just go ahead and please watch my previous videos. Okay, then we'll quickly start what is an implicit intent. Okay, first of all, what is explicit intent? You need to provide a target activity which screen you want to open, right? The target activity, the name, it look like implicit means already some actions are available. Okay, those implicit components, if you want to open, if you want to operate something, then we need to go for implicit intents. The best example, alarm. Okay, calling to another person, opening a Google map, those are all called implicit intents. Okay, if you want to call something, you need a permission from your phone initially. That user permissions where we will give, I hope you by this time you should know. You are, if you watch in the manifest file, definitely you should know. You need to add in the manifest file of user permissions. Okay. Now, if you want to open a web page, how you need to do? Some which action you want to take care. That action view you need to take care. Okay. And if you want to send a message, if you want to send an email to, you need those permissions is also required. Few permissions like if you install your application, even the WhatsApp, suppose for the WhatsApp, what is the main thing? Contacts permission is required, then only WhatsApp can call your contacts, right? Then it will ask some pop-up, allow me to allow access your contacts or messages, receiving messages, sending messages. So those all permissions you need to provide. By using implicit intents you can achieve. I hope this definition. No need to specify any component, just to provide the information of available components provided by the system. Who the system is nothing but Android OS will give components to you. Just go and utilize that one. Okay. Okay, before going to the syntax of the implicit intent, I want to explain about the URI parsing, means uniform resource identifier. Actually, when I explain application components, content provider concept we use it, right? Content provider means it needs to give permission to you, then only you can access. Like a settings, if you want to open your settings page, you need a permission. Like you need to tell to your app, go and open my setting page, just go and open my YouTube, go and open my Google Chrome. By using this URI parsing only, we will give. How this URI parsing look like, we will define a schemas. Okay, if you see here, URI parsing is used for the different purpose. Just for example, I am giving two things, one for making a phone call, one for open URL in the browser. That means if you want to call something, if you see here, tel colon, this is called a data schema. Okay, if you want to open a page, HTTP, these all the schemas are available. Content providers, they will give. If you want to call something, if you give here, if you hit from your application call, then it will go and you can call to your phone number. I hope you are clear what is URI parse. Okay, now this is the code snippet for the implicit intent. If you want to see what are the uh, available components, available action views in your mobile, by using the action view, it will display all the views. Okay, this is like a category. In the previous section explained category, default launcher, something if you want to send data. Okay, what it will do, nothing it won't. If you click a button, it will show available components. Action send, send means to whom you will send. What are the components applicable for the send means, you can send inbox message, WhatsApp message, email, still Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, this all the you can send a messages, right? Next, action dial, for which applications it is applicable, only the mobile phone or WhatsApp call. Also you can go and create the call, right? You need to provide a number, right? Those things. and action Wi-Fi settings or Bluetooth settings or your developer say whatever you want. If you want to navigate from your application to another application, these implicit intents are used. Okay, what are the common intents available? If you go for the documentation, they're already providing common implicit intents. Just I will show you. Okay, where is my Chrome? Just go and tap. If you know the Android documentation, you can easily develop the applications. At least you should know how to use the documentation also. Okay, common intent Android, just go and type. If you open the first page, right side, if you see, there are the content alarm clock. They are giving the syntax and the code snippet also. They are giving in the Kotlin and Java. You want to develop in the Java, you can develop in the Kotlin. And calendar, camera, and email. If you want to send an email, you need to use the action send. Same things I shown in my PPT also, nothing much. If you want to show your location, this is a Google map. You need to provide latitude and longitude. And if you go for down, web browser, if you see here, if you want to open a URL, any URL, your website URL or YouTube, anything, you can use the action view. Okay, from your application you can handle. Okay, I hope this theory concept, if you are clear, will go for hands on in the next section. Thank you guys.